I wanted you to be able to see that here Picasa is picking up more names, and these have just appeared within my system. Because the longer Picasa has a chance to look at your files, it's going to be hunting and looking for faces, which is a really great thing. It's very intuitive. Let me show you something else. Over here on the folders, you have either a red arrow or a green arrow. This is your folder tree like on your computer when you browse. This up here is for the people, and you can turn it off and on again, also with the albums up at the top. Okay, just a few other things. If you're not seeing the tree down here, right up here, these two icons, you can have it either selected as a flat folder status, which really to me isn't very helpful, but this folder tree structure is much more useful. So if that's not showing up the way you like it, go ahead and use these two buttons to select the type you really like. The other thing is this down here is a zoom feature, and so you can zoom out and see more items or zoom in and get better detail on them. Over here in the tags area, you have a panel. You can have it set for one, but not all of these options at the same time. These are tags. This is where I tag things for scrapbooking that I really like, or by the designer's name, etc. Over here is the people. And right now I'm sitting in this folder for Picasa tutorial, and it's telling me, because I don't have one file selected, it's telling me that there are all these people who have been selected and named within that folder. These people have names. It's giving me a suggestion. It thinks it knows who it's supposed to be in the picture. And then down here, these are ones that you can simply, if you can recognize them from here, just go ahead and type in their name. Let's see, I thought I had name a boy. I guess not. Okay, we're going to name him a farmer. Now, this picture changed because this is a profile picture for Picasa. And you can go and set which photo you want Picasa to use as that profile thumbnail. There are a few problems with it though. We've noticed some glitches, so I'm going to show you how to work around a glitch. I'm going to set this one as the thumbnail that I would like Picasa to do. So I'm going to right mouse click on it, and I'm going to set as thumbnail. And it worked this time. Sometimes it doesn't work. And what you need to do is, while you're in the people area, you can come up here to your menu at the top and you'll see album. Check this out though. If I'm down here and I've been searching through the tree, I no longer have album as an option. So make sure you're sitting within the people groupings, and then you can select album and ask it to refresh thumbnails. Once you do that, it'll probably work for you for a while. Again, if you're having problems changing the profile thumbnail, go up here to album and refresh those thumbnails, and it should work for you. Okay, something else. These question marks are telling me that Picasa is suggesting names for these people. Because this photo looks much like this young man, it's wanting those to have the same name, but it's not going to do it until you confirm it. Here I've got several photos of this person. I can see that there are two suggestions that Picasa has. I can also see by these that there's suggestions down here for a woman washing dishes. Those are their names, remember. I know it's really weird. With the question mark though, I can move around and go down here and say, yeah, that's my girl. So I'm going to click OK, or I could have clicked no. I'm going to come back up here and we're going to do some more tagging of farmer. In here, if you have a lot of photos, you need to be sure that you're scrolling down to see them all, because Picasa will find them, and it's a very helpful way of keeping track of people, but just make sure that you're doing that before you confirm all suggestions. There's been a few times with close relatives that look very similar that Picasa has come up with a suggestion that's not okay. It's the wrong person. So just watch and make sure you're looking through all of them. I can also click on this thumbnail, and now it's just showing me the suggestions for Farmer, not the photos that he's already been tagged in. I can deselect that and see him again. But this is a great way, once you've had a lot of photos tagged for Farmer, to get down to just the suggested photos for him. Another thing I want to show you, and I'm going to go ahead and confirm all on this. Okay, now all the photos come back for him. The other thing is you can come up here to this thumbnail and button and click on it, and now you get to see the full photo. But viewing it as profile is good sometimes, especially if you are pulled back and not shooting portraits of them. Okay, sometimes Picasa doesn't have any suggestions. So you can come up here to unnamed, and it's going to give you the first time a little tutorial about going through the names and all, and I'm going to go ahead and close that. So here are my names. Well, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say, oh look, here's photo of Farmer. So I'm going to go ahead and type in his name, and his initial was A, Farmer, and now it's pulled it up, and that's my thumbnail. But it's getting confusing for me, so I'm going to go back and we're going to change this back to Farmer. Okay. And so you can just go through your list, and Picasa will pick up anything that it recognizes as a face. So eyes, nose, it's even picked up pictures hanging on a wall behind people and picked them up properly. If you have some people that are named improperly, like down here, this is boy. Well, sometimes photos get in the wrong spot. So I'm going to select just these two by dragging my mouse, and I'm going to move them up to the magazine cover because that's the name of this little fella. And all you have to do is drop them, and they're there. Say I have this person wrong. Well, I can move his item somewhere else, and I'll move it down here to teachers, but he still has a name item here. And if you need to get rid of that, you can go in and edit the people album, or even delete the people album right here. And it'll ask you, because it doesn't want to make a mistake. Okay, I'm going to go into the teacher suggestion, and it's picked up somebody that it thinks it knows, and so yeah, that's our teacher. And the longer you leave Picasa up and running, the more suggestions it will come up with, the more names that you tag people with. Like this is Ben Police. This is a new person, so I'm going to add them as a new person. You can also connect with web albums through Google and online, but you don't have to do that. You can run Picasa just on your own computer, tag names of people in your photos, and pass those photos to your family through email or something without sharing it with everybody online. Okay, well, I hope this helps you. Like I said, you can select people and even drag them and drop them. That's Ben Police as a young boy, so I'm just going to move those. And now it already put them in that area tagged with his name.